Welcome to another segment of Manifest with SII Power with your host, Dwight Lee. And on this segment, we're going to talk about reality creation, your wish being fulfilled. I have an interesting story to tell you, but before we delve into that or quantum jump into that, if you've been getting great value from the channel, you've been enjoying the channel, and you really like the content that's being expressed on the channel, please subscribe to the channel by hitting the subscribe button and support the channel. And then don't forget to like and comment on your favorite videos. Well, this segment is inspired by a 10-year-old kid that stopped me yesterday. And it was kind of a surreal deal. I don't really know how to explain it. But the look on his parents' face kind of said it all because, I'm a stranger. And, it kind of took me by surprise, too, because no one ever stops me. But this 10-year-old kid stopped me and he starts telling me about a show or a cartoon, and the only thing that I hate is I can't remember what the cartoon was. But we had an interesting conversation for maybe, I don't know, I want to say about 7 minutes, not more than 10 minutes, but I know it was more than 5 minutes. But I keep remembering the look on his parents' face, but it just lets me know that things are aligning. And so the kid stopped me and he starts telling me about a show or a cartoon or whatnot, and he brings up shape shifting, right? And he's explaining to me, I just said, hey, what is it? So what is that? And so he starts telling me about the character that he says that if the character thinks about a hand, then he forms into a hand. And he's like, that's shape shifting or whatever. And so I threw back at him. I said, well, so it's sort of like they say we become what we think about. And he said, well, yeah, I guess so. He's 10 years old. And he said, I've heard that. And so then I said, well, like if you think about being a doctor, right, and that's your dominant thought, then you have a good opportunity or chance to become a doctor, right? And he says, yeah, that's sort of what I've heard. So this was an interesting encounter for me because one, a kid stopped me, and then two, if you could have just saw the look on his mom and dad's face, and then we had a conversation that lasted a little bit of time, but they allowed him to have the conversation for whatever reason, because I'm a perfect stranger. So this brings me into this video, reality creation, your wish fulfilled. And that term that he used, shape shifting, right? It just kind of like was so funny and so just amusing to me because shape shifting, right? So we're shaping our reality, through our thinking, feeling, believing, and story or words, right? So what you're seeing in your life is what you're believing, right? So this is coming from consciousness, which entails consciousness, your conscious mind, and your subconscious mind, a collaboration of both. And we know that the subconscious is much more powerful. But the point of it is that your imagination is always running. You're always assuming, right? You're always thinking. You're always believing. And you're always feeling, having sensations and expressing emotions. And you always have an expectation. And you're always imaging, right? So all of this is causing shape shifting, right? Reality creation, reality creation, reality creation. You are the one doing these things. You are the one that's always been doing these things. So just like the kid stopping me, right, which was startling and amusing at the same time, in any given situation, you have the option, the choice, the prerogative to react, that's creating reality, or to respond, that's also creating reality. And I suggest and submit that you should respond. Why? Because that's staying in your power, and that's being the observer or the watchman and saying, hey, what is this teaching me? What is this showing me? What is this saying to me? What can I learn from this? And that's exactly what happened with me and the kid in that 7 minute or so conversation. The shape shifting. And so, what I'm trying to say is this: I think you should see everything from your wish fulfilled. That means every encounter, every experience, um, whether it appears to be contrary or favorable, with non attachment, don't get attached to the good, don't get attached to the bad, and see it all as in harmony, contribution to your vision, mission, and purpose. And know that the bridges of incidences, the synchronicities, and the serendipities are leading you to that desired end. Why? Because you are in the end and you're seeing everything from the end, then people will begin to reflect back to you that you are in your desired end. Hopefully this makes sense. We've been live on Manifest with SII Power with Dwight Lee, talking about reality creation and that your wish is fulfilled. Before I leave, if you've been getting great value out of the content expressed on this channel and you've been enjoying the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel by hitting the subscribe button and supporting the channel. And also don't forget to like and comment on your favorite videos and to just simply share the channel. I'm going to leave you with a couple quotes. You are already that which you desire to be. Your refusal to believe it is the only reason you don't see it. Neville. And then, if one advances confidently in the directions of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with success unexpected in common hours. Henry David Thoreau.